Great. Make sure you can hear me okay. Wonderful. So good morning. It's great to see you all. And so this morning's class, a little bit more back bending, that opening in the thoracic spine while strengthening at the pelvic wheel. So that tuck of the tailbone. Oh, there's a note. Great, thanks a million. And so, no balancing poses this morning. So let's start by closing our eyes. Oh gosh, these dogs. Close your eyes and drop in. Just notice how you are this morning. And it's that ability to be a witness, to just observe and see. And begin to deepen your breath. And so going into the lower lungs. Yep, perfect. The mid lungs and the upper lungs as you fill up. And then exhaling upper, mid, and lower. Again, filling up lower lungs, mid lungs, and then right up under the collarbones. And then long exhale from the top, middle, and the bottom. And let's just take a couple where we pause at the end of each third. So inhale a third into the bottom of the lungs. Pause. And then into the mid lungs. Pause. And now all the way to the top. Pause. And then exhale all the breath out. And let's do that again. Inhale a third into the bottom of the lungs. A third into the mid lungs. And then fill up all the way to the top. Pause. Exhale all the breath out. And one more with the pauses. Inhale to the bottom of the lungs. To the middle of the lungs. Pause. And then all the way to the top. Pause. Exhale all the breath out. And now take a deep breath, no pausing, to the bottom, mid, and top. And exhale. And one more. Inhale, filling up. And really imprint the sensation, the feeling. We're going to revisit this throughout the class. Filling up. And then exhale. Really great. Let's come around to all fours. Hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. And as you inhale, I want you to really think of the hands pulling back, the chest going forward. The shoulder blades draw towards each other. And as you exhale, round and separate the shoulder blades. Inhaling, arch. Exhaling, round. And keep going just like that. Again, those full deep breaths. And now carefully step your legs back and come into plank. Remember, plank can always be with your knees down. So come into plank, firm the thighs, sternum forwards, tailbone drawing under, and full deep breath. So filling up and exhale. Remember the eye of the elbow turning forward, so that external rotation in the arms. And let's come all the way to the floor. So knees down or no knees, elbows in, and slowly lower. Really nice. Push the pubic bone down, activate the legs. So feet pressing into the floor, elbows in, inhale into cobra. And let's stay here for a moment as we exhale. So shoulders away from the ears, upper arms drawing back, collarbones wide, pubic bone pressing down. Take one more inhale here. Legs active, knees lifted. Exhale, coming down. And now lift your right leg back. So your right leg lifts up and let's come back up. Left foot pressing into the floor, knee lifted. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the leg. And remember, so the pubic bone drawing towards the navel. Tailbone draws down towards the floor. And on your next exhale, release all the way down, elbows tucking in. Let's do the other side. So left leg lifts, firm the right leg, so the right knee lifts, and then inhale, lift up. And those full deep breaths, filling up on the inhale, and then exhale. One more, very strong. Exhale, coming all the way down. Push to all fours and come back into down dog. Remember, first down dog, your knees may be bent a little bit. And revisit those long, deep breaths of filling up bottom lungs, mid lungs, and then all the way to the top. Really nice. And then carefully walk the feet to the hands at the top of your mat. Hands to your shins or the floor. Inhale, lengthen, lift your heart. Exhale, fold in. And then firm your thighs, tailbone under, engage in the core. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just take a moment. Feel all four sides of your feet. Aware of the tailbone tucking under a little bit. So it's not a big tuck, but it's that tilt of the pelvis. And then the collarbones wide, the arms externally rotated. Be nice. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Keep the chest open. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank. And let's pause and hold here, breathing. That's it. Take a full inhale. Again, that sense of filling up. Exhale all the way to the floor, nice and slowly, elbows in. Hands out to the sides like little spiders. Push the fingertips into the floor. Inhale, coming up, full breath. Exhaling, fold. Coming back down. Let's do two more. Firm your legs so your knees are lifted. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming down. And let's do one more. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. Hands beneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Either come to all fours or push all the way into a plank. So inhale. Exhale, engage the core. And now push up as you inhale. And exhale back into down dog. Really nice. Left knee down, right foot forward between your hands. And let's start with our hands on the waist, tailbone under, pubic bone lifts, and then the sternum lifts, collarbones wide. And let's make a cactus with our hands to start. So arms out to the side and then lift in the chest. Keep drawing the tailbone under so that pelvic wheel, so strong in the lower back. And full breaths. And draw the elbows back, opening in the chest. That's it. One more breath here. Hands down either side of the front foot. Step back to plank. And let's take 2 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, chest forward. Chin lifts. Fill up as you inhale. Exhale all the way to the floor. And then inhale into cobra or up dog. So cobra lifting. If you're coming into up dog, keep a little bend in the elbows. Thighs are lifted. And lift the chest. Let's breathe here for a couple of breaths. Firm the thighs. Lift in the chest. And again, pubic bone to navel. A little bend in the knee, elbows if you're in an up dog. And then curl on the toes. Step back into down dog. And now right knee down and left foot forward between your hands. And then start hands on the hips and tailbone under and sink into that lunge. Make sure the front knee doesn't go forward up the ankle. And now cactus arms, so the elbows out to the sides. And then again, tailbone under and start lifting the sternum. And so feel that thoracic spine, the upper back drawing in as the chest opens. And then the pubic bones to the navel, so you're creating length and you're not arching excessively in the lower back. That's it. And revisit those lovely full deep breaths. One more time, fill up and inhale, sternum lifts. And then carefully exhale, hands down, step back to plank. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, elbows in and knees down or no knees. And inhale into cobra or up dog. And exhale back into down dog. Take a full inhale, fill up. And a long exhale. And now right foot forward. So you can bring the left knee down first. Right foot forward between your hands. And let's come into a high lunge. So hands on your hips. Let's start with bending the back knee. And now lift the arms up. Tailbone under, and then slowly straighten the back leg. Firm into the back heel, so that sense of grounding, and then this lovely length in the spine. So reaching through the fingertips, and then pressing into the feet. Let's take one more full deep breath here. And let's go through vinyasa. Hands down, step back and lower. Halfway or all the way. And then come up into a cobra or an up dog. And exhale back into down dog. Inhale fully. And a long exhale. And now bring your left foot forward. So remember the right knee can come down to bring that left foot forward. And then come up into your high lunge. So let's start with bending the back knee a little bit. And then reach the arms. Externally rotate. Remember, baby finger is going more towards the front of the room. So the back of the upper arm is rotating towards the front of the room. And now straighten the back leg. Tailbone under and breathe. Thoracic spine drawing in as the chest opens, sternum lifting. Take a deep inhale, fill up. Let's go through vinyasa. So take your time, hands down, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale back into down dog. Full deep inhale. And a long exhale. Bend your knees, walk, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So come to your mat. We're going to do a lovely breathing practice called the breath of life. So we've done it before. As you inhale for 1/3, the arms come straight in front of you. And then as you inhale the next third, the arms come out to the side, the palms are up. The third, arms reach up. And then as you exhale, a little bend in the knees and hands behind you, exhale through your mat. So let's go. Inhale a third, a third, a third, and then exhale. Keep going. So filling up with the breath. And have the feeling that when you exhale, any old nonsense in your head, you just exhale it out. Keep going. We'll just do a few more. Can you feel how you're building the prana in your body? Last one. Inhale, reach all the way up. Pause, hold, and engage the pelvic floor. Ever so slightly draw the heels towards each other. See the effect that has. Hold the breath. Eye gaze, center of the forehead. Squeeze. Pressurizing the cerebrospinal fluid, stimulating pituitary pineal gland. Exhale, release the arms down. Just take a moment. Tune in. Really nice. Let's come to the top of the mat. Feel all four corners of your feet. And let's flow a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Remember, tailbone under, little arch maybe in the upper back. Exhale, fold forwards. Be really skillful as you move. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back and lower. So remember, knees can be down. You can come all the way and then lift up into up dog or cobra. And then exhale into down dog. Ground your left foot and step your right foot forward between your hands. Let's come into warrior one. Inhale, reach up. And let's stay here just for a couple of breaths. So again, that external rotation in the arms. So the outer arms, outer upper arms wrapping forward towards the front of the mat creates a lovely opening in the chest and the shoulders. Think of your left frontal hip pushing forward and then we lengthen into that back leg, firm the back knee and full breaths. So take a full inhale here, outer right hip draws back. And let's go through vinyasa. Exhale, hands down and step back. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Ground the right foot. Left foot steps forward between your hands. And lifting up. So again, press into the back foot. Firm the back of that back knee and then right outer hip forward. Externally rotating the arms, sink into the front knee. One more full deep breath, fill up. Exhaling, hands down, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale into down dog. Take a full inhale. And a long exhale. Bend your knees. Walk, step or hop, top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold in. And chair pose, bend your knees. Reach your arms. Sink down, tuck the tailbone, pubic bone to navel, front shins back, open in the chest, externally rotate the arms. Maybe look up, see if that suits you. Really nice. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's step wide on our mat. So bring your right arm up and then place your right hand on your upper back. And the left arm lifts that and gives it a little bit more oomph, brings the right arm further down your back. That's it. And now the left arm comes up and under. If you're like me, you're going to grab your t-shirt, right? Some people will grab their hands, see what works for you. So grab a piece of clothing so you've something to hold on to. Really nice. And then inhale here. And exhale, folding forward, so firm in the legs. And breathe. Notice the weight dispersal in your feet. And think of the spine getting longer, creates more space. Draw the collarbones away from the floor as you lengthen forward. So that hint of a back bend in the upper back. And now either bend the knees or firm the thighs. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. And let's go to the side. So left arm comes up. And with your right hand, give it a little help. And bring it so it grabs a piece of material or is in preparation for your right hand. And then the right hand, the thumb faces towards the body. The palm is facing away. And then turn it to lift it up. That's it. And grab a piece of material or hook the hands, whichever works. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhaling, fold. And again, that hint of a back bend as you lengthen forward. So you're not rounding. One more breath here. Filling up. And then releasing. Firm your legs, a little bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Let's come in steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Again, pubic bone to navel. Lift in the chest. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back to plank and drop your knees down. So come onto your forearms, and your forearms are parallel. And make sure to push into your first finger knuckle and your thumb. So it's your inner arms that are rotating in. And you'll feel that into the shoulder blades, right? You're externally rotating in the arms. If you did the opposite, you'd have less support in your shoulders. So first finger, knuckle, and thumbs pressing down, and let's come into dolphin pose. So here in dolphin, your knees can be quite bent. Okay, see what works for you. It's very strong in the shoulders. Walk your feet in as much as is comfortable. And again, a bend in the knees can be quite helpful. So see what works, and let's hold and breathe. Very strong pose. So stay here. Knees bent or legs straight, pushing the heels towards the floor. If it's in your practice, if you're up for it, one leg lifts. Try to lift with the inner thigh. Push into the heel of the opposite leg and flex the foot that's up. So you're pushing into the heel of the uplifted leg as well. Breathe. Push into that index finger knuckle and the thumb so your arms don't splay out. And what can be nice, actually, I meant to say this, if you find the arms are in any way uncomfortable, then interlace your fingers, gives a bit more support. Bring that right leg down. Let's go straight to the other side. Again, lift with the inner thighs. And breathe. Strong pose. Great job. Really working arms, shoulders, back here. Leg comes down and then walk the feet back so you're in a forearm plank. Breathe. That's it. You got it. And then drop the knees and let's push back into child's pose. Take 2 deep breaths here. Filling up. And then release. Really nice. Okay, so let's come down onto our belly. Reach the arms back. And we start with the interlace. So interlace your fingers behind your back. Reach the knuckles back. Lift the chest and then lift the legs. Inner thighs towards the ceiling. Point the toes. Breathing. Shoulders drawing down and back. One more deep breath. Exhale, slowly, slowly coming down. Make a little pillow and turn your cheek to one side. And then turn your cheek to the other side. Notice the feeling in your body. And so do that version again with the interlace, or if it's in your gift to hold on to your feet, hold on to your feet. It can be helpful to flex the feet, hold on to the ankles if you can, or the tops of the feet, whatever works. Here we try to keep the knees in line with the hips as much as possible. And then lift up. It's a really strong back bend. It's a fantastic pose for all the abdominal organs. As you breathe, you're massaging them. And again, think of, yes, it's a back bend. We also want to draw the pubic bone towards the navel a little bit. Really nice. Take a deep inhale. And then slowly release. Coming all the way down. Make a little pillow. Turn your cheek to one side. And then turn your cheek to the other side. Really nice. Hands reach your shoulders. Push back into child's pose again. And then let's come round to sitting. So as a counter pose, let's do some forward folds, which are always really nice to do at the end of a class also. So inhale, and then exhale, folding forward. I'll go this way so you can see my feet are flexed. And hands come wherever suits, right? So it comes maybe to the shins, maybe to the toes, see what works. And here, think of the baby toe side of your foot drawing towards your outer hips. So there's an activation there in the legs. And try not to round, so we're not rounding forward. We keep that uplifted quality as we reach and fold forward. And deep breaths here. Again, that filling up. And then the release. Eyes closed. And these forward folds have strong sensations. And so how do we respond when we have these strong sensations, when we meet them on the mat? It's really important to always be mindful we're all different. And it's how we respond to our bodies also, that we have this loving kindness, this gentleness to our approach. We're not forcing and pulling and pushing. We're listening, we're coaxing with love. One more breath here. Slowly coming up. So we'll do one more forward fold. So this one, double pigeon. So the option is to bring one foot in front of the other and fold forward. Okay, so very strong in the hips. Or you can do the fire log version, which is one leg, which is much stronger, right? One leg on top of the other. So the shins are parallel. So that's why it's called fire log, like two logs. And it's very strong, right? So see which one works for you. Either shins crossed, one foot in front of the other, or one leg is on top, the shins are stacked, and fold. And breathe here. Those full deep breaths again. Strong sensation. Can you relax your shoulders? Relax your jaw. You might be quite much more forward than me, so don't go by how far I am. Really nice. And let's come out of there and go the other side. So if your shins are stacked now, or cross the other leg forward, and here you'll fold forwards. And then if your shins are stacked, then stack the other one on top. And you can see how it's kind of like a double pigeon. When we're in pigeon, one leg is forward and the other is back. And then fold. So really powerful, deep stretch into those hips. And breathe. White blood cells are made in the hips. Biggest joint. And very different from the shoulder because the hips have ligaments and this other one's called, and tendons holding it. So they're built for weight bearing. The shoulders have muscles connecting it. So now there's much more about mobility. So the hips really strong, but they have a tendency to be quite tight. And so breathe here. If you sit a lot, it is great to do this kind of hip work. And there's a good chance you'll feel it throughout the day. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Very nice. And let's release. And come lying down. Take a spinal twist so both knees fall to one side. And then go the other side. Hello. And then let's lengthen the legs long and come into Shavasana. Allow your eyes to soften, your jaw. And feel and notice the imprint of the practice in your body. And for each of us, different things have different effects. The deep breathing, all that work in the thoracic spine, into the hips also. Back bending, forward folds. Allow your body to just kind of marinate in the effect, to absorb and integrate. And your task is to completely let go. So see, can you let go again even more? Let go of any holding, any effort with the breath or in the body. That sense of dropping through the layers of your being. And now begin to deepen your breath just a little bit. Draw your knees into your chest and just rock a little bit side to side. Roll onto your right side and carefully come up and come to sitting. Taking your time, no rush. And just take a moment here, feeling so grateful for all the gifts in your life. The abundance of opportunities, for all the health and well-being, and for all those wonderful people in your life that bring so much love and joy. And let's just take a moment to think of somebody who could use some extra energy today. And let's just send them that little bit of extra oomph, sharing the benefits of our practice. Thanks so much for practicing with me this morning. Oh, it's such a pleasure. And hopefully see you guys Saturday morning or next week. Thanks. Have a great day.